YouTube, it's Jody. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video will probably be pretty similar to last week's. I'm just gonna kind of go through, document my day, find a few little things to talk about. I didn't really have an intention for this video, but I just thought I should pick up my camera and film. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright you guys, so I just finished up doing grocery shop. I've got a couple things to do when I get back to the house. I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna meal prep, I'm gonna work on some assignments really quick. And then later today I am actually gonna go see my aunt and my little cousin, so I'm super excited for that. Anyways, that is all for now, and I'll catch you guys later. Alright you guys, so I just got back from the gym. I just wrapped up a really good workout. Just gonna get cleaned up here and then get ready to head over to my aunt's place. But before I do that, I'm gonna freshen up a little bit. My apologies if I look a little unkept right now. And I'm gonna have some lunch, so I'll show you guys what I'm making and I'll see you in a bit. Alright you guys, so a little random, maybe a little off topic, but I got this package earlier today and I just want to show you what's in it. Just a spoiler, it is not seeds, it is nothing plant related, but it is something that I don't know, I just really love these. So let's see if I can open this. Check this out. So all this is sugar-free coffee syrup. I am absolutely addicted to this stuff. I use it all the time, mostly for coffee. Sometimes I'll put it in baking or put it in my oatmeal or things like that. There's just something about this. I mean, in this economy, we take our happiness where we can get it, right? So yeah, just wanted to show you guys that. Alright you guys, here it is. So this is just a taco bowl that I made. I made a batch of it so I could meal prep for the week. And all it is some quinoa, veggies, beans, shredded chicken, cheese, a little bit of salsa right here because I have to have my salsa, and then just some taco seasoning. So simple but really, really good. I'm so excited. So just a couple of quick notes on some experiments that I'm currently working on. The first thing I want to show you is this pack of high bush cranberry seeds. If you follow my Instagram, you saw my post on there a few days ago about that. But let me just open this up and show you what these seeds look like. And then I'll talk a little bit about this process and why I'm doing it. So just bear with me here one moment. This is what the prepped seeds look like, and then this is just moistened paper towel. And I'm keeping this packet in the fridge until the end of the stratification period. So what cold stratification is essentially a preparatory period for perennial seeds. And the reason they require this is that the embryo within the seed, which is the part that becomes the new plant, is not fully developed when that seed comes off its parent plant. So when the seeds are encased in the fruit and you harvest that fruit to get your seeds, the seeds aren't ready to germinate yet. Stratification essentially tricks the seed into thinking it's gone through winter by allowing that embryo the time and the conditions that it requires to develop. The other thing I want to show you really quick is this packet of apple seeds. I've been collecting apple seeds for about a year now. I have more at home. The reason I'm doing this is simply out of curiosity. I have a few of my own apple trees growing back home already. I will show you guys those at some point. So I read this book last winter called The Botany of Desire, and there was a chapter in there that discussed John Chapman, better known as Johnny Appleseed, and the cider orchards in America and the history of the apple. It was very, very fascinating, so go check that out if you have a chance. And the other thing that this book talked about that really spoke to me was the loss of diversity in the apple crops, especially with the commercial orchards today. So if you weren't aware, the orchards today have a very, very limited range of crops. It's mostly the well-known apple varieties that we all love, your Honeycrisps, your Ambrosias, your Galas, and so forth. And that's great for us as consumers. But that limited genetic diversity poses a risk to the plants, because in the extremely selective breeding to get the varieties that we now have, we've lost a lot of the genes for pest resistance, for disease resistance, and just for general resilience in our plants. So the other reason that I'm collecting these is to grow them out and hopefully preserve some of the genetic information, if that makes sense. So if you weren't aware, apple blossoms require cross-pollination, which means that an apple blossom on one tree needs to be pollinated by a different variety in order to set fruit. This means that every single individual apple seed, if you stratify it and plant it and grow it into a tree, that tree is going to be completely unique. There is no other apple tree that is like it. So with these little seeds, there are probably a couple hundred or so in here. That is potentially 200 completely unique apple varieties. So if you have the time and you have the space, absolutely give that a try. I will show you guys my nursery back home at some point. I will give you guys updates as they occur. That's it for now. Thank you for listening to this little tangent, but I just wanted to show you guys that, and I hope you enjoyed it. So just one more thing I wanted to talk about to wrap up this video. So just bear with me for a moment because this is a little bit difficult. In case you couldn't tell, I am pretty shy. I am a pretty private person. So as I said in my last video, I did start this channel because I wanted to document my education and my career and just my journey in horticulture. But the other reason I decided to do this was as a bit of a challenge to myself, to see how comfortable I can get putting myself out there and being a little bit more vocal and a little bit more open. And at the same time, one thing I've really been working hard on this year is building better relationships with my professors and with my classmates, and just better relationships in general. Because the green industry is built on relationships, and I realize that's true of most industries, but especially so in horticulture. So it's gonna make me a better person. It's gonna make me a better horticulturist. So this is just a little challenge that I've set for myself to try to be more vocal, to try to break out of this pathological shyness that I've had for my whole life. And I'm doing okay. If you met me a few years ago, you probably wouldn't even have been able to talk to me because I didn't talk to hardly anybody. So I've come a long way, but I know there's still a ways to go. And I think this is just gonna help me take those next few steps. And like I said earlier in this clip, the other thing I really want to work on is building better relationships within the school, so with my instructors and with my classmates, because I know how valuable that is. It is a really, really fantastic community of people that I've met here, and I am so lucky. So I'm just gonna work on asserting myself. And you know, one thing I have to remember is I have a right to be here, and I have a right to advocate for myself, and a right to ask for the things that I need and the things that I want. I am very, very shy. I always have been, simply by nature. So this is really difficult for me, But anyways, that's just my little challenge to myself. So thank you guys for watching. Please follow along if you enjoyed this. And if you are working through something that is challenging for you, drop it in the comments. I would love to hear. Anyways, that is all for now, and thank you so much for watching.